Hello there, I'm Dani from Sincerely Spain, which is a blog where you can find lots of content to help you prepare, adapt, and thrive in your live abroad experience here in Spain. And today I want to talk about a really special part of Spain's culture, which you're likely to experience pretty much as soon as you arrive, and that is the dos besos, or two kisses greeting. Now, this may be a little bit uncomfortable for some of us who come from cultures like the US, where we tend to not get so intimate with somebody as soon as we meet them. However, here in Spain, this is quite common, it's quite normal, and it's just a friendly greeting. So let's talk about how to do dos besos and also when you're going to want to use this and when you might not. First off, it's important to know that these dos besos are not necessarily real kisses. You can simply graze cheeks with the person that you're greeting, and that's usually more normal unless you have a close relationship with someone and then they might actually give you a kiss on both cheeks. You're also going to want to be aware of the order in which you give your dos besos because it can be a little bit different from some other countries. So in order to avoid an awkward situation, you're going to want to turn your face to the left and then to the right, and that way you should not graze lips with anyone. Also, keep in mind that dos besos is really common and really natural in most social settings. So this is common the first time you meet somebody, especially your host family or maybe an intercambio, somebody who you will probably have a closer relationship is going to want to give you dos besos to set that up in a very friendly way. Also, something I wasn't necessarily aware of before is that this is totally normal in big groups as well. So if your Spanish friend invites you out for tapas with a group of their friends, do be aware that most of the time those 10 people will each individually stand up to give you their dos besos. And although it might be a little uncommon for you to walk around the table and greet each person individually, it's pretty much expected and totally normal, so just go with it. As far as situations in which you're not going to give dos besos, it really depends on the person and the circumstances. This is probably not so common in a professional setting when you're meeting colleagues or somebody at a bank or an office you need to use. However, I have found that over time, when you get closer with your boss or your colleagues, or even at the end of like a banking experience, I have had the gestor or the bank agent give me dos besos as well. So it is just a friendly thing, do not be alarmed. And this is usually something that happens just when a female is involved. So if you're two guys meeting, probably not going to happen unless you are family or have a really close relationship. Finally, you might want to be a little bit cautious with kids. I know people can be uncomfortable giving dos besos to a child if you don't know them, don't know how the parents will react. So my personal advice is to just kind of give them a wave and an hola, and in most cases the kid will come up to you anyways, just expecting their dos besos. So those are my tips. I hope that it helps you out maneuvering this new kind of greeting. And of course, drop us some comments if you've had different experiences or you just want to talk about this over on the blog or here in the comments. Hope you're having a really great experience. Hasta luego! I'm done.